So after 12 years of building my solo career, 6 studio albums, 3 live albums, a DVD, building hundreds of thousands of followers on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, at least 10 trips to Europe touring, if not the same in Canada. When it came to the US, not so much. It seemed no one was willing to take the risk. No booking agents, no promoters, no record labels. Despite the fact that actually over 50% of my audience is from the States. I was getting messages every day. When are you coming to the States? When are you going to play in this city or this state or this town? And it would pain me so much. I'd just be like, I'm trying. I'd even get people saying, why are you not coming to the States? Do you not like us or something? Of course not. That's absurd. All my favorite music comes from the States. So I knew you guys were there. Of course. But now I had to prove to everyone else that you guys were there. So I thought, what if I could sell tickets to 2 imaginary shows with no fixed date, no fixed venue, but just the cities. One in New York and one in LA. I just need to set some kind of ticket sale target, some monetary target that if we reach that number, the tour will go ahead. But if we don't, well, no harm done. It was worth a shot. Now the question is, how am I going to run this? I thought about, selling tickets through my website, PayPal, that sort of thing. But then I thought, if we don't make it, then I'm going to have to pay everyone back and that's going to be crazy. So I thought, the easiest way is going to be through a crowdfunding site. So I ended up using Kickstarter and I'm very glad I did. So the next thing was now to try and work out, just how much is it going to cost me to be able to do this tour, this mini 2-show tour. What you're seeing now is the first iteration of all the costs that I put together that I thought it would be to get over there. And honestly, it makes me laugh a lot, thinking of how naive I was. Even considering the amount of touring I've done in the past, just how much I underestimated the cost of everything. But I'm going to do another video all about that, so stay tuned for that. Anyway, as you can see, I came to a target of $40,000 US. The expenses were about 36 and a bit, so I thought, all right, that'll leave me a little bit of leeway, right? Bam! So I got on the computer and we launched it October 18 last year, 2023. So I gave myself 4 weeks to try and make this happen. I had absolutely no idea whether I could pull this off or not. It was honestly one of the most exciting, but also one of the most scary things I've done in my life. Because if it did fail, then, it would be embarrassing, for one thing. And it would also mean that I probably would have to forget about going to the States. And I would certainly be very reluctant to try and put it out there and go again. But hey, so I quickly got to work. I went so hard, harder than I've tried for any of my album releases, any of my vinyl releases. I was getting on Facebook and Instagram, going live every day with little changes and updates and letting everyone know how it was going. And it was going good. The first week was excellent. It was epic, actually. Got to 30% of the 40,000K needed, which was unbelievable. So if that continued for the whole 4 weeks, we would be hitting the target, no problem. But second week comes, of course, you know it. It started to flatten out. And it did get me worried because I was thinking, maybe I've exhausted all my fans already. Maybe that's all of you. And this was a silly idea. So I thought, I can't give up that easily. Maybe I can add some things. And I thought, if I can pre-sell tickets to these shows that potentially don't exist yet, maybe I can sell or pre-sell merch as well. So I added t-shirts, CDs, vinyls, all to be picked up at these shows if they would happen. As the second week went on, it did give it a little bit of a boost, but it was still not enough. And I was getting very worried. But I was looking at all the messages, and there were so many messages of support and love coming in from all you guys. it was amazing. There were even some opportunities starting to form. I think since I started this campaign, it being a bit crazy, it was gathering some attention, and I was very excited to see where it would lead if it did get through. So I thought, what else can I add? And I thought, all right, maybe I can put some sessions on the Kickstarter as well. So I did that, and I also added my online Hammond course. Third week comes, even worse. I only managed to get another 19%, which left me at 71% in total. So well under the line of where it needed to be for that trajectory to hit the target. Damn. I didn't know what to do. I honestly thought that this was going to fail, and all this work that I put in was going to be for nothing. But I started looking at my messages again, and in amongst all that amazing love that was pouring in from doing this campaign, there were two things that I really noticed. There were heaps and heaps of messages about Nashville. Everyone was like, man, Nashville is the new hub, the new music hub of the US. If you put a show on in Nashville, it'll be huge. And then other people just saying, look, I would travel to Nashville. If you add one, I'll be there for sure. And then all these musos as well saying, look, I live in Nashville. Please add a third show in Nashville. And I was like, well, that's going to cost more. But man, I just knew that I had to make this thing work. I was getting more emails and more opportunities were coming in, even extra gigs too, which was really exciting. So I thought, I have to make this happen. I really, really do. So I added a third Nashville show. And then the other thing that I noticed was that heaps of people were going, well, we'd love to come and see you play, but just having the cities is not enough. We need a date at least. So I thought, all right. I opened up my calendar. I found July 2024 was free. And I thought, okay, I've got the 3 cities now. July 13, New York. July 20, Nashville. July 27, LA. And then I just blocked it out. Whether or not I was even going to be able to get venues on those dates, I didn't know. I was fairly hopeful because I would be paying for the venue rather than just begging for a gig. Well, the 4th week went nuts! Totally nuts. Honestly, I just saw it go up and up and up. And with 4 days to spare, yes! We made it! We got the target of $40,000 US. I still can't believe it. Like, it was such an emotional ride. But we did it. We did it! But that wasn't all. There was still 4 days to go. So over those 4 days, I just saw it climb and climb and climb and climb till we actually ended up with $55,000 US from the Kickstarter campaign. 15,000 more than what I needed. This did include some of the sessions and the online Hammond course as well, but the bulk of it was just made up of tickets, of people pre-buying tickets to come and see these 3 shows. Unbelievable. So we ended up with 225 tickets to New York, 162 to Nashville, and 170 to LA. And this was still 8 months away. So once I got the venues finalized and I could get the tickets back on sale again, there was still another 8 months to sell more tickets. And boy, did we sell more tickets. Now I'm going to make a whole nother video of how I put this tour together. But just as a preview, I got a whole bunch more gigs come in. All these amazing guarantees, venues, and festivals, and it all added up to a gross of $115,000 US from this crazy, harebrained idea, just because I knew you guys were there, and it was a hunch, and it proved to be true. Thank you so much, everyone. There's going to be more videos about this tour, about how I put it together, and the budget, which is not such a great video. But I'll see you soon. Thank you!